If you feel like your ability to focus has completely disappeared, like your mind jumps from one thought to another without ever settling, and even simple tasks now feel exhausting, I want you to know that you're not lazy, broken, or incapable. What you're experiencing is not a personal failure. It's a predictable response to the environment you're living in. Focus hasn't disappeared by accident. It has been slowly trained out of you. We live in an age of constant stimulation. Your phone buzzes, lights up, scrolls endlessly, and offers novelty every few seconds. Your brain, which evolved to handle long periods of calm and deep attention, is now being bombarded with information, notifications, and entertainment at a pace it was never designed to handle. Over time, this changes how your brain works. Your brain adapts to what you repeatedly feed it. If you constantly switch between apps, messages, videos, and tabs, your brain becomes excellent at one thing: distraction. It learns to seek the next hit of novelty instead of staying with one task long enough to experience depth, clarity, or satisfaction. This is why sitting down to focus now feels uncomfortable, restless, and even painful. The problem is not that you can't focus. The problem is that you've trained your brain not to. Let's talk about what's really happening neurologically in simple terms. Every time you check your phone for something new, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical, as it's often described. It's the motivation chemical. It drives you to seek, scroll, and chase stimulation. The more you spike dopamine with quick rewards, the harder it becomes to stay focused on slow, meaningful tasks. Deep work, studying, reading, creating, thinking, doesn't offer instant dopamine. It offers delayed rewards. And your brain, conditioned by instant gratification, starts to resist it. This is why opening your laptop to work and suddenly feel the urge to check your phone. This is why you reread the same sentence 10 times without absorbing it. This is why your attention feels fractured. Your brain is craving stimulation, not clarity. But here's the hopeful part. Your brain is plastic. It can change, and you can retrain your focus step by step without becoming extreme or cutting technology out of your life completely. The first practical step to fixing your focus is awareness. You can't change what you don't notice. Start observing how often you interrupt yourself. Not just external distractions, but internal ones. Notice the impulse to check your phone. Notice the discomfort that arises when you try to stay with one task. That discomfort is not danger. It's withdrawal from overstimulation. Instead of immediately reacting, pause for a few seconds. Breathe. Let the urge pass. This alone begins to weaken the habit loop. The second step is reducing stimulation, not eliminating it. You don't need a digital detox that lasts 3 days and then collapses. You need boundaries that are realistic and sustainable. Turn off non-essential notifications. Remove the most addictive apps from your home screen. Create friction between you and mindless scrolling. Your environment shapes your behavior more than your willpower ever will. Another powerful strategy is time blocking for focus. Set specific periods where your only goal is to do one task, not multitasking, not half working, one task. Start small. Even 20 minutes of focused work is enough to begin rebuilding your attention span. Over time, those 20 minutes become 40, then 60. Focus is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows through progressive overload, not sudden extremes. Let's talk about something most people ignore: boredom. Boredom is the gateway to deep focus and creativity. When you constantly fill every empty moment with your phone, you never allow your mind to settle. But when you resist stimulation, even briefly, your brain begins to slow down and reconnect. Practice doing nothing sometimes. Sit without your phone. Walk without headphones. Let your thoughts wander without immediately grabbing stimulation. This retrains your brain to tolerate stillness, which is essential for focus. Another key factor in focus is sleep. Lack of sleep destroys attention, memory, and emotional regulation. You can't fix focus while neglecting rest. Sleep is not optional, it's the foundation. If you're sleeping 5 hours a night and scrolling until 2 a.m., no productivity hack will save you. Protect your sleep like you protect your goals. Nutrition and movement also matter more than most people realize. Your brain is an organ, and it needs fuel and blood flow. Dehydration, poor diet, and lack of movement all reduce cognitive performance. Simple habits like drinking water, eating balanced meals, and moving your body daily can dramatically improve your ability to focus. Now, let's address the emotional side of distraction. Many people don't struggle with focus because they're distracted, but because they're avoiding something. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of facing difficult tasks. Distraction becomes an escape. When you understand this, you stop judging yourself and start addressing the real issue. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding right now? What feels uncomfortable about this task? Awareness removes the power of avoidance. Another crucial shift is redefining productivity. Productivity is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Constant busyness is often a sign of unfocused effort. Real progress comes from fewer, more meaningful actions done with intention. Learn to say no to distractions that don't align with your priorities. And here's something important. You don't fix focus overnight. This is a process of retraining your brain, rebuilding patience, and redefining your relationship with technology. Some days will feel easier, others will feel frustrating. That's normal. What matters is consistency, not perfection. Every time you choose to stay with a task a little longer instead of escaping to your phone, you are rewiring your brain. Every time you delay gratification, you strengthen your attention. Every time you protect your time, you reclaim control. Focus is not something you find, it's something you build. And the reward for rebuilding focus is not just productivity, it's clarity, presence, depth, the ability to fully engage with your life instead of constantly skimming the surface. So if you feel like your brain is broken, hear this clearly. It's not broken, it's overstimulated. And with the right habits, boundaries, and patience, you can fix it.